graduation, we are class of 1996. May I present the class of 1996 and their parents as coming to the end of this one step of a long future. I'd also welcome the faculty who are sitting in the Warwick graduates. I'd like to welcome the board members who are present and will be assisting in the ceremony, and the superintendent's rules. This is very exciting. We are here today by having Emily Dowd, who is the student body president, read the original call.
Since I'm fortunate to be up here, I want to take your time and thank my teachers, my family, my friends for making Years Week Sky fun. This poem is called In Flight. It's dedicated to the past and future of the class of 96. You entered the forest, naive, anxious to discover what hid in the underbrush, what would be revealed. Wind disturbed the canopy, but you were protected by a long, expansive shadow from the sky. The path you tread grew firm, textured. You dug your toes into earth, small beneath sun, cloud, and moon. You inhaled the cool air, a dream, a memory, permeating your being. You felt the rush, or omnipotent wings. Promises like patterns appeared in limbs patchwork. An unfamiliar ache fluttered along your breast, attenuated deep in your talons. You caught a glimpse of blue streaks rising on tomorrow's sun. Now you pause at the edge of the world. Ready, you will swoop to the face of the river, follow its new banks, the strange, wonderful trees, imprinted in your lungs, your soul, your heart. It is that which pulls you over the ledge into flight. The special music today will be from Sterling Clark. 5 of our class members will return the program.
Let us
Alan Kay. Mr. Alan Kay has been an English teacher and a special education teacher at Big Sky High School since it opened in 1980. He teaches freshman English, junior, senior, and teaching classes at Big Sky and is currently a member of the Big Sky Cyclist Council. Mr. Hay graduated with a bachelor's degree in English from Metropolitan State College in Denver and received his master's education in special education from the University of Northern Colorado in 1976. Mr. Hay is married and has 2 children who are graduates of Big Sky High School. Let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Alan Kay.
Board of Trustees, faculty, graduates, parents, friends. Let me begin today by saying that in my 21 years of teaching, this is the greatest honor to have ever been bestowed upon me. Your decision to invite me to speak confirms my belief that the class of 1996 is the wisest, most sophisticated, and intelligent class I've ever had. Today will be an occasion of great ambivalence for both the students that we are here to honor and their teachers, parents, and families. I imagine that nearly everyone in the arena today is experiencing some conflicting emotions as we celebrate and get away mourn our graduates' passage to adulthood. You graduates are undoubtedly feeling some sadness over leaving your family, your friends, and the familiarity of your school. Nevertheless, you are probably also excited to the limitless opportunities that await you out there. So I'll try not to delay you too long while I say goodbye. As I speak today, I would invite each of you to reflect on what your years at Big Sky have meant to you. This is our last opportunity to share as a group the memories that make up the class of 1996. When I was asked to be this year's commencement speaker, I spent 5 months thinking about, preparing, and writing a speech on the subject of heroes. For 5 long months, I played with the idea of the heroic nature of our role models. As a special bonus, I even planned on presenting my hero speech while wearing my Superman costume, complete with flowing red cape, yellow S on my chest, blue leotard. However, 2 incidents occurred that forced me to make an abrupt change in my intended speech. First, because the terms heroes and celebrities seem to have become synonymous, I really couldn't resolve in my mind what a hero is anymore. Suffice to say, we have heroes in our lives. Our heroes change as we change. And perhaps the most heroic person in your life is here in the arena with you today. The second reason I abandoned my hero speech is because I owned my Superman costume the day Dickinson last fall. I got it back. He probably needs more than I do. There, in 1 minute, I condensed 5 months of sleepless nights in one brief paragraph. Now I'd like to turn to a subject that I hope will provide us with some interesting, thought-provoking ideas. The word warning. If I see eyes glazing open or heads nodding, I'll be forced to resort to singing the spirited medley of Buddy Holly tune, which, as many of you may remember, can be a painful experience when we write a presentation on diplomas. Today I'd like to speak to you about a subject that I call crossroads. When you are at a crossroad, the path of your life takes a turn. You must make a decision that may forever change the way you live and think. Crossroads are moments of opportunity. They aren't necessarily good or bad. They're often seemingly unimportant choices that have long-lasting consequences. As an English teacher, there's no way that I could let a captive audience get away without the opportunity to relate literature to life. So I'd like to use a well-known poem by Robert Frost to introduce you to the subject of crossroads. Today, I'd like you to think about the words of this poem in the context of your graduation from high school. title of Frost's poem is The Road Not Taken. Two roads diverged through the yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no steps had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubt if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that's made all the difference. Graduates, think of times in your life when you made a simple decision only to discover later that that choice altered your life to a certain extent forever afterward. Maybe it was a choice that led to a new friendship or a job or a decision that changed your career plans for after high school. These are examples of crossroads in your life. In the future, you'll face many crossroads. Your task will be to decide which road to take. Your decisions will make all the difference in how and with whom you spend the remainder of your lives. Keep in mind that you will be most successful in facing crossroads in your life if you have some signposts to guide you along the way. For the sake of today's discussion, let's label our signposts as passion, preparation, and perseverance. Let me give you some examples of people who stood at the crossroads of their lives and made decisions based on passion, preparation, and perseverance. Our first example, this individual failed as a businessman at the age of 22. He saw his fiancée die when he was 26. Entered into an unhappy, unsuccessful marriage at age 33 and lost 7 elections for public office by the time he was 49 years old. Your initial reaction may be that this man was an incredibly unlucky failure. It appears that his life consisted of one loss or disappointment after another. But perhaps his failures tell us more about the character of the individual than do his successes. At every crossroad, this man faced a choice. Maybe his dissatisfaction with life caused him to reevaluate his goals. Maybe he perceived greatness in the struggle for a goal, not necessarily in the achievement. This man used every failure to prepare for eventual success until through his passion and perseverance, he became our 16th president and one of America's greatest statesmen. Obviously, this so-called failure was Abraham Lincoln. Like Lincoln, the successful person faces the crossroads in life by expressing a willingness to accept the challenges each choice offers, to look at what might be considered negative or tragic life events as opportunities to change and grow. For it is true, as you can see from Lincoln's example, suffering can be a gift. It tells you it's time to move on, to change your path, to seek a new challenge. In our second example, many of you will recall a book you read in your freshman year entitled Night, the story of Elie Wiesel, a 15-year-old Jewish boy who witnessed and experienced the horrors of life in the concentration camps during World War II. The single motivating factor that kept Elie Wiesel alive throughout that ordeal was the passionate desire to help his father survive. The crossroads for Elie, though he did not realize it at the time, was the day that the camp was being evacuated by the SS guards because the Allied troops were approaching. You may recall that Elie was in the camp hospital suffering from an infected foot. Nevertheless, he was offered the option of remaining in the hospital or fleeing with the rest of the prisoners. A choice. Elie feared that the SS would kill any prisoners left behind, so he chose to evacuate the camp with the rest of the prisoners, including his father. The result for Elie was 3 more months of deprivation and torture, and the agonizing death of his father.
Later, Ely learned that had he and his father remained behind, they would simply have been liberated 2 days after the camp was evacuated. When confronted with a choice, Ely made his decision based on the preparation that 15 years of education, experience, and faith provided. His decision was personal, his acceptance of the consequences painful. But the passion and perseverance we recognize today in this great ambassador of humanity is no doubt partly a result of the choices that he made when he faced his crossroads in Auschwitz. Finally, in the novel Even Cowgirls Get the Blues, the character of Sissy Hankshaw is born with hugely oversized thumbs. Rather than perceive herself as handicapped or succumbing to plastic surgery, Sissy chooses to live with these disproportionate digits. A passion for life enables her to persevere until she finds her niche in life as what else but the world's greatest hitchhiker. The greatest honor I have in teaching is to be able to share with you students the personal portraits of your lives. Many of you have invited me briefly to walk with you on your paths. I've watched you mature and evolve from often confused freshmen to focused seniors. I feel honored to have watched this transformation occur. Let me share with you some observations I've made about students who have actively chosen to face their crossroads and accept the challenges these crossroads offer. Many of these students at a very young age had to make difficult life decisions that we as teachers and parents wish we could, at least for a while, have sheltered you from. But if you look carefully into those students' eyes, into their hearts, sometimes you can perceive a calmness, a serenity, a peacefulness that almost says, I've seen the monster, I faced the darkness, I confronted that fear and lived through it. I'm ready to take on the next crossroad. I'm ready to live life to its fullest. These are the students who have used their past to prepare themselves for their future. They have persevered and have continued to live life with passion and enthusiasm. I have great respect and admiration for students who have accepted these challenges. In contrast, I've sometimes been frustrated by the occasional students who have decided to sit on the sidelines of life. These are the ones I truly feel empathy and sadness for. I'm sad for all they are missing, and all they will miss as they stand at their crossroads and make no choice at all. It's not just young adults, however, who may never sense or acknowledge the changes that come along as life opportunities. People with no passion or perseverance, whether 18 or 80, will probably be the least capable of successfully making decisions when they stand at their crossroads. Maybe they're the ones who will look back at the two roads that diverged in the wood and give a sigh of regret for choices not made rather than a sigh of recollection or remembrance. If you have some failures, false starts, dead ends, don't despair. The adversity and disappointments you will inevitably encounter are the frames of reference you will use in future years when life's paths take you to other crossroads. Accept the fact that you will make mistakes, but don't allow your failures to be your guiding principles. Remember, the guy who invented the eraser had the human race pretty well figured out. If you find, however, that eraser keeps wearing out before the pencil, maybe you need to think about reevaluating your frames of reference and your coping methods. Your commitment to life, your passion for living will serve you well when you experience failure, like Abraham Lincoln, like Elie Wiesel, like Sissy Hankshaw, like some of you people in the graduating class today. Use your failures to prepare yourself for future successes. Today, graduates of the Big Sky class of 1996, you are at a crossroads in your life. You're about to leave the familiarity of high school, and you'll soon disperse to all points of the compass. You're about to take this journey on your own. I'm sorry we can't join you. We've done our best to prepare you. We can't predict or dictate what will happen to you when you leave this arena today. That's why, like you, we share your ambivalent feelings of excitement and fear, joy and sorrow. As you leave here today, your task is to deal with life head on. At your crossroads, I urge you to take action. Make a decision. Be alive. Your success in this journey, I remind you, is dictated by your passionate commitment to your life, your ability to persevere, and your continuing preparation for your future. I began today with a classic poem by Robert Frost. I'd like to close our discussion of Crossroads by sharing the final adventure of comic strip characters Calvin and Hobbes. In this final strip, which appeared on New Year's Eve last year, Calvin and his best friend, a stuffed tiger named Hobbes, are wading through deep snow, toboggan in tow. Wow, it really snowed last night. Isn't it wonderful? Calvin exclaims. Everything familiar has disappeared. The world looks brand new, Hobbes replies with a grin. Calvin says, a new year, a fresh, clean start, a day full of possibilities. As they climb aboard the toboggan at the top of that snow-covered hill, Calvin looks into the eyes of his long-suffering, stuffed friend and says, it's a magical world, Hobbes, old buddy. The final panel shows them sliding at breakneck speed down that hill, and the final words of that last panel belong to Calvin. Let's go exploring. Today, you're invited to begin that same journey. I hope your crossroads will open up unlimited possibilities for each and every one of you. Graduates of Big Skies class of 1996, let's go exploring.
Graduates, the moment you've been waiting for is here. Mr. Keyes will be calling the roll for the first side of the graduating class. You will be assisted by Mr. McShaven, by Mr. Greg Lim, Mrs. Jane Guffin, Board Trustees. The second half will be followed by Mr. John Ferguson, assisted by Mr. Savage. I'd like to introduce now the Superintendent of Schools, Mrs. Mary Wagner, leader of third class. Receiving honors of 1996. Second.
By the authority vested in me as Superintendent of Schools for Missoula County Public Schools, it is my privilege to present to the Board of Trustees the Big Sky High School class of 1996 as having met all state of Montana and district requirements for graduation.
Marsha Evans. Ryan Bowers, Eagle Award. Shari Bowers. Benjamin Boyson. Lindsay Bray. Katie Riza. Tamara Riza. Shalene Bryant. Daniel Buckles. Matthew Burnside, Eagle Award. Todd Burton. Misty Bush. Neil Carson. Lee Carter. Roy Chutkan. Aaron Childers. Ryan Chisholm, Equal Award. Camille Christensen. Jessica Christensen. Chad Christopherson. Jalen Clark. Nathan Flixby. Melissa Conklin. Andrew Cook. Walter Crawford. Christopher Croft. With an honorary diploma in LP Crossley. Lane Dale. Griffith Davies Ford. Melinda Davis. Jessica Dean. Christopher Decker. Jason Dutton. Randy Egley. Jill Edwards. Taylor Higginbotham, Eagle Award 9. Kelly Elliott. Nicholas Erickson. Jonathan Paul. Jamie Finder. Michael Faust. Lindsay Gerard. Shauna Gary. Rachel Gilman. Gabriel Gilmore. Kurt Goodman. Lindsay Gregory. Janelle Crowe, Eagle Award Medallion winner. Holly Gutman. Jennifer Hall, Eagle Award Medallion winner. Jennifer Howison. Molly Harkin. Amber Harris. Stephen Harris. Travis Hatterfield. David Hayward. Chad Herman. Holly Herman. Natalie Miller, Eagle. Karen Holt. Eddie Hollowell. Michael Holman. Jackie Holthusen. Andrew Forrest. Sarah Holbert. George White. Robert Hummer. Courtney Iverson. Devin Jackson. Bradley Jacobson. John Jock. Benjamin Duffy. Levi Jordan. Brian Taylor. Jeremy Kenneth. Andrew Kaminsky. Kimberly Canoyer. Lona Kukaisi. Dale King. Robert King. Melissa Kirk. Christopher Kirchenmeyer. Cody Clem. rise. And with honorary diploma, Mia Laxner. Mary Lane. Tracy LaJoy. Heidi Blake. Jennifer Leishman. Jack Lee. Tina Lim. Christine Leitner. Edward Floyd. Christopher Lockridge. Amy Logan, Eagle Award Medallion winner. Megan Logan. Mary Lowell. Julie Loman, Eagle Award Medallion winner. Adam Manley. Melanie Marvin. Adrian May. Michael Holman.
Kim McGurl. Mark McKee. Shane McNeil. Michelle Merrill. Josh Nicholson. Ann Miller, Eagle Medallion winner. Steve Millward. Brian Mock. Scott Morris. Chia Mua, Eagle Award winner. Lee Mua. Mai Lee Mua. Holly Mua. Van Yi Lang Mua. Van D Mua. Christina Mulfern. Josh Nichols. Russell Nyland. Ryan Nixon. Sarah Norwood. Barbara Knuckles. Christopher Knuckles. Lisa O'Hearn. Ashley Palmer. Daniel Parkey. Kara Harps.
What does she have a school time?
Wendy Partaker. Noah Patton. Jason Peterson. Robert Michael Peterson.
Are you objecting to just putting down?
Yvonne Perigo. Carla Peterson. Sean Peterson. Courtney Petrov. Steve Phillips. Casey Pilcher. Allison Plants. Courtney Ho. Jamie Post. Jason Poston. Deborah Kraft. Meredith Pryor. Justin Rapp. Zach Ragmore. Brian Rambo. Kelly Ramstead. Christina Riddler. Howie Reed.
That comes up real
Noah
close, doesn't it?
Reeves.
That lens is up.
Jody Riley. Daniel
really?
Renfro.
Next Saturday on Channel 7, Cable Channel 7.
Pachina Rice. Amy Rich. Jim Richardson. Jennifer Robichaud. Travis Robinson. Jana Robacher. Angle Medallion winner. James Russell. Elise Sago. Max Sayre. Todd Sales. Nicole Schaff. Casey Schlesinger. Christina Schneider. Carolyn Schwartz. Julie Schwagel. Amy Schwank. Eagle Medallion winner. Jennifer Sheldon. Tammy Sheldon. Tenon Shepard. Robert Sherrill. Craig Civic. Jennifer Sloss. Corey Smith. Jenny Smith. Jessica Smothers. William Spalding. Nadine Spicknell. Michael Steele. Mary Jo Steiner. Timothy Stetler. Tricia Stevens. Brandon Stickney. Jill Stickney, Eagle Medallion. David Stock. Doug Stocker. Richard Stratford. Robert Stroh. Shannon Tackey. Kristen Taylor. Brandon Templer. Brandon Tripp. Holly Tuckett. Stephanie Ufalassi. Allison Varner. Danielle Walling. Heather Walton. Michael Ware Sanders. Jeff Weaver.
The one that's in back east.
No.
Tamara Wiedemann.
She's got a tumor by her eye. We're going to do surgery now.
Anisha Welch. Diane Wells, Eagle Medallion.
What's Janice's last name now? It's Kurt, yeah. Well, they were at my house for the room.
Billy Wheeler. Lauren Wilkinson. Kelly Jo Williams, Eagle Medallion winner. Dennis Williamson. Charles Wilson. Rachel Wolf, Eagle Medallion winner.